Quick ball. There we go. Get it out. Okay, over the top. Catch it. Run. Step. Yes. Try. Rugby. Whew. My daughter turned into a chocolate fountain last week, so an executive decision about whether to film or not had to be made. She's all good now and wants to know how each team from all the major test series rated, in order from whom I remember first to who I had to look up last. So let's go. Ireland. Basically, they are the same Leinster bastards from the Irk, only more likeable because Tyke Byrne and Peter O'Mahony play for them. Number 1 in the world, playing rugby like water flows and definitely not peaking a year too soon. New Zealand. A shit Richie McCaw indeed. They sure look like the All Blacks and they have the talent like the All Blacks, but man, they are not playing like the All Blacks. Every person not in New Zealand is backing Ian Foster to keep his job. That's probably all the NZRU needs to know to realize they should probably change to Razor. Please NZRU, don't change to Razor. Not yet. England. More than just a mouthy coach. And if they could only play Australia for the next 10 years, I bet they would. They are moving away from the Springboks but in white theme that Eddie seemed obsessed with. Smith Farrell is getting better and better, and they have good leaders in their pack in Genge and Laws. Their ceiling seems pretty high. Australia. Noah Lolesio, 22 years of age, young fly-off for the Brumbies and for the Wallabies. 36 first-class matches. Marcus Smith, 23 years of age, young fly-off for the Harlequins and for England. 140 first-class matches. Andrew Kellaway is 26 and he's got 88 first-class matches under his belt. Freddie Stewart is only 21 and he's up to 69 first-class matches. Nice. Hey, Rugby Australia, how about a domestic league of some kind? You know, so your players can get more games under their belts. Just a thought. Valus. The anti-Springboks, scrum neutralizers, maul destroyers, able to make rucks so viscous that rugby games flow like molasses. And despite myself, I kinda like them now. It's like when two guys become friends after a fist fight. South Africa. If there's an unwritten rugby rule, the Boks will try to break it, just to see what happens. Team announcements on Tuesdays instead of Thursdays? Why not? Directors of water carrying? Let's do it. Smoke screens in the opponent's 22. There's no specific rule against it. In terms of rugby, the trend seems to be going upwards, so I'll give it a pass. There's clearly a plan. Scotland. Hogless and finless, but who cares? Mark Bennett scored 2 tries and he's still my favorite Moneyball rugby player. All of it seemed pretty standard, except that Kinghorn trots like the dad from Coco Melon.
Argentina.
Joy. Just pure joy to be able to play again in front of their home fans. It remains to be seen if the passion of the players combined with the passion of the coach causes lasting damage to the time-space continuum. It's a lot of passion. And those were all the teams from the major series. France and Japan don't count. So, what was the secret to winning your series? Kicking. Kicking wins matches. Argentina kicked the least, but only by a few kicks. England and Ireland kicked the most, and South Africa were a close third. Obviously, the quality of the kicking matters, as Elton Yankee showed. But please, my less rugby-obsessed friends, stop telling me the Boks kick too much. We kicked the most in Cape Town, we kicked the least in Bloemfontein. Kicking wins matches. That's just what rugby is. So, the best July internationals ever are over now. The Northerners now get to go home and boil to death, while us Southerners get to do battle in the Rugby Championship. Very exciting. Not really any other news to talk about, so I won't. Oh, except for Chile. Congratulations on making it to your first ever World Cup. I am so excited to see you play Argentina. And that will be the rugby update for this week. I will see you all next week after a weekend of literally no rugby. What are we going to talk about? Bye.